This segment of CoastLife is sponsored by Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling.
Well, hopefully you've been keeping up with our Coast TV meteorologists, because they are letting us know that while today is beautiful and it is such a great day to be outside, tomorrow and parts of the rest of the week are not. There's thunderstorms, heavy rain on the way. Not to scare anyone, potential for tornado. You know, there's always the potential when the weather gets a little crazy like this, but I don't want it to worry you, because the good thing is there's always people on Delmarva to help. One of those is the people with Paul Davis Home Remodeling and Restoration. So we're going to bring back William Cook on the CoastLife couch. Thank you so much for being here today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. And you know, sometimes people might not think Paul Davis as first responders, if you will, right? You guys do home remodeling and restoration in the event that maybe a home is damaged. But we have talked to you before about your ERC program. If anyone hasn't heard of it, can you just kind of remind us what that is?
Yeah, so we have a program, it's basically emergency response. We respond up with the fire companies. We provide them coffee, hot chocolate. Our trucks are also loaded with clothes for families that lose things. We got coloring books for kids. I mean, anything they need to shampoo, hairbrushes, combs. Our goal is to help first, get the homeowner situated. We're working with Red Cross now as well.
Wow, that's great.
So helping get, those people that are in their, their most tragic time, a place to stay, a warm bed to sleep in, and then we come in on the back end and kind of rebuild their house for them and get them back into it. It's
so cool that on the time that it's probably the worst day of someone's life, whether it's a tornado, a fire, maybe hit by lightning. I mean, there's so many possibilities that you just can't, it's out of your hands, but you guys are there helping them from the second the disaster happens to getting them back on their feet.
Yeah, so we respond out 24/7, doesn't matter what time, time it is. And we basically, for us, for the emergency response program, we're helping the people that don't know what the insurance companies want, what to expect.
Yeah.
We're walking them through that process. We're calling the insurance companies with them, and we're giving them comfort. Our goal is to take as less stress off of them as possible and make them comfort in kind of their worst time.
Definitely. And, I know that you guys are always prepared. Is there something, if someone's feeling a little nervous because, the weather's unpredictable, of course, is there any advice you have for homeowners on how to stay prepared and make themselves as prepared as they can be for an event like that?
Yeah, I mean, especially with the weather changing in our area, I feel like we're having more frequent tornadoes with the storms that we're getting. Just making sure that, items that can be looked at as a flying object, that they're secured, they're put away. If we have an event, go to a room in the house that doesn't have windows, particularly towards the middle of the house. But don't ignore the weather. Listen to the weather. If there is a warning, take action for that. Don't just think that, it's a warning and nothing's going to happen. And then, people end up getting hurt. But in event of hurricanes and stuff like that, or even being prepared if you don't know, give Paul Davis a call.
Yeah.
We will walk you through that. If a hurricane's coming and you don't know how to secure your house, call us. We'll be there to prep you. We'll board up the house for you.
Wow, that's great.
We'll take care of that and eliminate all that stress and worry, and know that you have somebody in your corner that's going to have your back to take care of you.
That's incredible. I love that you guys do that. I didn't even know that you could do that before disaster strikes. You can help prevent things from going way, way, way south.
Yep.
That's incredible. So tomorrow, like I said, we're kind of looking at, I'm not a meteorologist, but our meteorologist has been letting us know that there is kind of well, we're just looking out for things. So when something like that happens and you're seeing the weather too, you're like, okay, potential for dangerous weather tomorrow. What does your plan look like? What do you start doing?
So our plan is to make sure we have plenty of plywood on stock, tarps for roofs, looking at the possibility of getting sandbags for flooding, making sure that we have all the supplies that we need, making sure that all of our crews are on standby, that we have enough crews to handle whatever volume of calls that we have coming in, that you're getting that personal touch from us, and that we're going to send somebody there to you, in an expedited manner to take care of you.
Fantastic. So I know too that you guys have been working on this for a long time. You also, though, are working on something new. Tell us what's new with you.
Yeah, so I'm in the process of creating a catastrophic deployment team and program. And what that looks like is, having those supplies on hand, having a certain crew that is going to be deployed for catastrophic events, hurricanes, floods, tornadoes, different things that it'll be a quicker response. You'll get more specialized training teams there to help you. But we're not just doing this for the Delmarva Peninsula. We're actually going to take this kind of nationwide.
That's great.
So wherever somebody needs something that they need, they'll call us. We will go, anywhere to Ohio, wherever that looks like, to help out other people in need.
That is so cool. I love how it kind of started, at least for us. I know there's Paul Davis everywhere, but on Delmarva, you can call Paul Davis if you want your kitchen remodeled, or unfortunately, hopefully it never happens, but really on the worst day of your life, when something really terrible happens, because the restoration part of that. So this is really cool. Is there any way people can help out or learn more about what you're doing?
They can always call the office,
Okay.
and then they can get in touch with me.
Okay.
I would love to come out and then, kind of do a walkthrough of the property, help people out. I always say I take volunteers if they want to help.
Yeah.
We have a clothing closet and stuff that, families can come to the office and grab clothes for their family. Or if they don't have transportation, having somebody on standby that can go grab a tote of clothes and bring it actually to the fire scene or whatever that scene looks like to take care of those people.
That's fantastic. Well, thank you for what you're doing. Good luck with this growth too, and you're pushing to get the nationwide response team done. That's just incredible.
Absolutely.
Yes. All right. So don't forget. Yeah, of course. And you guys can call Paul Davis for anything. Of course. Don't forget that. So make sure you keep an eye out on all the good stuff they're doing. Right now, CoastLife is taking a quick break. We'll be right back.